Hi everyone, this is Kate O'Connor reporting for AVweb from AirVenture 2019. Earlier today, Paul Bertorelli and I took a flight with the Phillips 66 Aerostars. I tagged along with Harvey Meeks in lead, and Paul took a ride with Jerry Mullador in slot. Here's Jerry to tell us a little bit more about it.
My name's Jerry Mullador. I fly for the Phillips 66 Aerostars. I fly the number 4 slot position, slot and solo. I think it's probably the best position of the formation because I get the good view being back and down a little bit. I get to see all the other 3 right there. I also get to break away from the formation 3 separate times to do solo figures and then get the exotic rejoins that seem like they're never the same, and they aren't, but that's what makes it particularly fun. In 2016, at the end of 2016, the team decided to switch over to the Extra. They were flying the Yaks, I was flying the Sukhoi for dependability mainly, but what we really got out of doing that was an airplane that could do so much more than the Yaks that the show has really changed for the better. The 1, 2, and 3 are flying Extra 300Ls. I chose the 330LX because I still do some competing and needed the extra performance and better handling qualities of the later airplane. So my airplane has got 15 more horsepower than the 300Ls, and it's about 100 pounds lighter, which is really nice. Gives me more vertical. For flying slot in a loop, since you're on the outside of the radius, I have to have more energy going. I have to go a little bit faster than lead. So just before, in the dive down, it can be pretty much steady, but as we start to pull, slot has to develop a little bit of forward momentum to be able to keep up with lead as he goes up and around. Once lead crests the top, he's in a position to accelerate quickly, and I'm still climbing a little bit. So that's why it's important to move up so you're both doing that as close to possible, as close to the same as possible. And then on the downward line, lead usually pulls power to be kind to the rest of the wingmen. So yeah, I'm coming in with pretty much full power as the pull starts to develop that momentum. And if I develop the momentum correctly, then I'll stay right in position all the way around with that extra power in. Well, probably the biggest factor that goes on is how bumpy it is out. So that may put you out of position just getting a good bump. You think you're close enough that everything would happen at the same time, but that's not always the case. It'd be nice if it did, but it's just the fact of the matter is it sometimes bounces all around. So you're getting bounced around, you try to average it out. You can see it because you're flying so close together that you're really watching your position, but from the ground you really can't see it at all. Since I'm solo and I still do a little competition on the side, I like to practice every chance I can get. So on my days off, I'll go out and fly at least 1 flight a day. And then formation-wise, at the beginning of the year, we're practicing a lot together. Once the show season starts, we're practicing at the practice day at the air shows and flying the air shows, which are kind of like a practice, and throughout the year you start to get pretty good as working as a team. Got Harvey Meek. He is the number 1 lead. He flew F-18s for the Canadian Air Force and also taught formation and a tutor, so he's an excellent lead. Paul Hornick is number 2. He flies left wing. He flies for Woodward out of Rockford in a Hawker. Dave Monroe is number 3. He flies for American Airlines. He flies a 7-8 for American. And number 4, me, I fly 777 out of Chicago. The team base is Cary, Illinois. That's the mailing address. Dave Monroe, number 3, and I'm number 4. We're at Galt Airport, 10 Charlie, which is on the northwest side of the O'Hare Class B. And Paul and Harvey are over at Poplar Grove, which is just a little bit east of Rockford.